Hi, today I want to tell you about zscore or zscore. Zscore is used to measure how different a number is from another set of numbers. Here's the definition of z-score. It's also called a standard score from Wikipedia. As you can see, the formula for it is take the number, subtract from it the mean of all the numbers you're trying to compare it to, and normalize it with standard deviation. Let me show you a number for business application. Here is a report that I may get on a daily basis. It shows the numbers for 78 different things, and there is a daily value of it. This could be 78 different products, and for each one of them, you have a daily profit that you have observed for it, for example. Now, your problem is you'd be swimming in this sea of data without knowing whether a particular piece of information is useful, concerning, or great. So for example, on December 5th, the value of this first category was 819. Now, is it good or bad? When you compare it to the previous day, it seems like it is going down. Compared it to 2 days ago, it's gone down a lot. It's almost half. So should I be worried or should I not be worried? That's why you could calculate z-score. So let's calculate it here. You take the number, which is 819, subtract from it the average of all the past numbers, divide it by the standard deviation of all the numbers, and that'll give you the z-score. Now this 1.38 or negative 1.38, the way to understand it is 819 is 1.3 standard deviations below the average of the historical numbers, which means it's lower than what it normally is. Now, I've copied this down and I have this number now going back. If I look at this number, it looks like a very big negative number. So should I be worried? Turns out it is because this number was missing. So I can't really compare a zero or a missing value here with all the historical data. So I'm going to modify the formula a little bit, and I'm going to say that this formula only works if I have a valid value here. So this value, I'm going to put a check here which is saying it's not blank, which is a useful way to see if there is even a value there. So I'm going to say if it is blank, then I don't think it is different, so I'm going to put a 0 there. And if it is not blank, then I'm going to use this formula for standard score or z-score, and that gives me a measure of how different the value is. So now when I copied it all down, this number, when it's comparing 0, is putting a 0, which is what I want from it. One other useful thing for you to do is to format this information using conditional formatting. And I like to use grayscale, and I like to use red and green grayscale. So in this case, let's say that a smaller number is good. So I'm going to use this grayscale, which means if it's going down, it's good. Let's say it's an error rate. And if it is going up, it is bad. Then I can compare this by sorting. And now I know that this, when I sorted it, of the 78 things, the number I need to focus on is this category where it is coming at 347, and that number is 2.7 standard deviations below what it has been historically. So 347 is much lower than about 400 or so it has been in the past. And if you go all the way back, it is typically 400, 450, and now it's 347. On the other side, I have something which is 1.92 higher, and that is because it was historically 400, went to 700, and now it's 1585. Here is a div 0 error because there are three observations, all of them are exactly the same number, so the standard deviation is 0. We can put a check for if standard deviation is 0, then you can deal with it differently. Well, thank you.